Fortnite has just released Creative 2.0, and with the launch of this brand new gameplay mechanism, you can actually go back to Chapter 1 of Fortnite and play in the very first season. The whole Chapter 1 Season 1 map has been recreated, all of the old weapons are available to get in that map as well. We have also had a bunch of brand new weapons and skins added to the files over the last few days, and in this video we're going to be looking at 20 major updates coming to the game in Chapter 4 Season 2. First up though, we have to talk about the launch of Creative 2.0. This basically unlocks a whole range of potential for Fortnite moving forward. In the short term, we're going to see some amazing custom skins, amazing custom game modes, and I think the possibilities for this are endless. But in the long term, it seems like Fortnite is really focusing on Creative 2.0 and hoping to make this one of the biggest features in the gaming industry that we have ever seen. The first major launch in Creative 2.0 has to be the OG seasons of Fortnite. Now, they have said that the only seasons that you will be able to play on are the Chapter 1 Season 1 map, but some people have been recreating the Chapter 2 and the Chapter 3 seasons, and it seems like Fortnite is actually banning them because they don't want people playing these old seasons. It is a little bit different for Chapter 1 though. Obviously, this has been out of the game for so many years, and it is definitely a big nostalgia point for hopefully a lot of OG players to come back to Fortnite and hopefully start playing again. So as far as we know, this is only going to be Chapter 1 only. All of the weapons and map changes from Chapter 1 are going to be available, so even though right now most people are playing Season 1, we might eventually see Season 2 all the way up to Season 10 implemented over the next few months. So if you guys missed out on a particular season, you might actually be able to load up that very season and play on that map. I think that would be really cool. I think the coolest thing about these Chapter 1 maps as well is that they are eventually going to remove all of the Chapter 4 movement features that a lot of people do end up using today. Movement mechanics like mantling and sprinting and even sliding that have been added to the game over the last few years will be disabled, so it is literally going to feel like you have gone back in time to play Chapter 1 of Fortnite. This is really only scratching the surface with Creative 2.0 though. People have actually been recreating some of the most famous Call of Duty maps and maps from other games over the last few days as well, but it does look like these are going to be banned in the future. Obviously, it is hard to have Call of Duty maps implemented in Fortnite. There is a massive copyright issue, and since Call of Duty is still a paid game and Fortnite is free, I guess it does seem like to a lot of people that they are sort of stealing money from Activision and the other companies that do produce games. So if you guys do want to play some 1v1s on a map like Rust or Nuketown, chances are you're going to have to find a map very quickly because they will be banned over the next few weeks. This doesn't mean that all custom games are going to be banned though. I think there is going to be a massive potential for custom games in the future. We've seen some people creating maps based on their favorite movies. There have also been GTA maps created as well, and I feel like as long as there is a point of creativity to these maps and they are slightly different, then that is going to be okay. But if they are straight up copying locations from movies and games, I feel like that is going to be where the issue lies. We've already seen people starting to create scary games and horror maps as well. This is definitely going to take Fortnite to the next level. For such a long time, Fortnite has sort of been a PG rated game and definitely sort of known as a game for kids of all ages, but with Creative 2.0 finally being launched, the potential for scary games and horror maps is just unlike anything we have ever seen before, and I feel like this is going to create a lot of areas for some really good content and also bring a lot of players back to the game. This is only going to improve more and more though if we do eventually get first person added to Fortnite. I honestly feel like first person will be added later this season. It does seem like it is the perfect time for Fortnite to implement first person with Creative 2.0 finally being launched, but we're just going to have to wait and see. There are a bunch of rumors and leaks out there about when this is going to be released, but it does seem very likely that Season 2 will see first-person Fortnite. Before we move on to some of the next big updates, guys, let's talk about some other custom games you can play in Creative 2.0 right now, like some mini-games known as Color Switch. Now, there are thousands of mini-games that will be created over the next few days, but this reminds me a lot of Fall Guys, and this does seem like the Fall Guys collab that was promised and just didn't live up to the hype. It would have been so sick to get some Fall Guys game modes inside Fortnite, so I feel like with Creative 2.0 finally being launched, this could definitely be it. It doesn't have to stop with Fall Guys though. There have been some maps being created based on Super Mario and even Mario Kart. People have been creating Rainbow Road, which is so insane, and now that you can drive cars in Fortnite, I feel like the possibilities for racing maps is endless. It would be so sick to see some recreations of F1 maps as well, so I really hope Fortnite and the creative community can do that in the future. Creative 2.0 also opens up the possibilities for crossovers that we have never seen before. There have been so many crossovers in Fortnite that have been rumored that just never came to the game. Family Guy is obviously one of the biggest ones. We did talk about Grand Theft Auto before as well, with people creating a Grand Theft Auto map, but this could also be a way for people to create the collabs that we just never really witnessed, or maybe never lived up to the hype. For example, when we did get Darth Vader added to the game during Chapter 3, there weren't really too many locations or other features added with this skin, but now with Creative 2.0, we could actually see some Star Wars locations being created, and even game modes like Star Wars Battlefront 2, which would be so much fun. Creative 2.0 might also offer people the chance to rewatch some events that we have seen in Fortnite throughout the years that they might have missed. The Travis Scott concert was one of the most hyped Fortnite events of all time, and since it happened over 3 years ago, I feel like a lot of people would love to witness this event again for the first time, so with Creative 2.0 that might actually happen. If they can figure out a way to remake events though, it does also mean that we could see some old LTMs returning, and I think one of the best ones would have to be the Thanos LTM. That was so much fun. I would love to see this in Fortnite. I think it would be so sick, and there is actually a way to get Thanos's mythics and of course the other Marvel mythics now in Creative 2.0, so I really do think this will happen in the future. There is also a theme park that is in the works right now as well. I think this would be so sick as a location on the official Chapter 4 map, but for right now this is a location in Creative 2.0. There is a working roller coaster in this map as well, which is so insane, and I feel like with the rails that we do have around Mega City right now, this could definitely happen in the future. The possibilities really are endless with Creative 2.0. I think there are going to be some custom guns made. We could see the return of the Zapatron. There are going to be plenty of custom skins and even some custom crossover skins added as well. I mean, we had a Chapter 1 map remade in a day, so imagine what people are going to be creating in a few weeks or maybe even months. Fortnite is obviously putting a lot of resources into Creative 2.0. They have released a sort of timeline of events that they want to happen in this, but it does seem like over the next few years, a lot of time and money is going to be put into Creative 2.0 to the point where you can basically create your own AAA rated game inside Creative 2.0, which is unlike anything we have ever seen before. I mean, imagine creating fully customizable battle royale games inside another game. That is just so insane, and I cannot wait to see what happens over the next few years. This video isn't done though. We need to talk about some updates that will be coming to the normal game mode of Fortnite, and the biggest one would have to be Eren Yeager coming very soon. Now, we don't really have an official release date for this yet. It still says coming soon, but now that Chapter 4 Season 2 has been out for a few weeks, I feel like this update is going to come sooner rather than later. We should have an edit style for this skin as well, but I feel like that'll be at least a month away, so if you are waiting for that, you are just going to have to wait a little bit longer. With this skin though, it does seem like we will see some mythical items added to the game as well, especially the ODM mythical gear. We did see this leaked in the trailer. You could see Eren Yeager actually swinging from building to building, and I feel like this is going to work pretty similar to the Spider-Man mythics that we saw during Chapter 3. During the Chapter 4 Season 2 trailer as well, we did see the Smart Pistol being teased. Now, we don't really know too much about this weapon or when it is going to be released, but I feel like this is actually going to be a really good weapon, but we honestly have a lot of good weapons right now in Chapter 4, so I don't really know how many people are going to be using the Smart Pistol. I think it would be cool to see some other custom weapons added to the game in the future, but it would also be really cool if Fortnite did take some inspiration from the weapons that people design in Creative 2.0. I think that would be a really good way to get the community involved with the game, so we're just gonna have to wait and see if that happens. We do also have our first leak of the April Crew Pack skin, and it does look like this is the Treyarch Nox skin, which has actually been on the Chapter 4 Season 2 map for quite a while. You can actually find this skin hiding out as an NPC, and if you have been using the Mystique skin, then you can actually transform into Treyarch Nox. Even though it is only for a limited time, it is long enough for us to see how amazing this skin is going to be. I think it is perfect for a Fortnite crew skin, but it just means it probably won't be as popular as it would be if this was a regular item shop skin. And finally, the last update that is going to be coming to the game very soon is the super styles for the Chapter 4 Season 2 skins. Now, these literally just got added to the game. There are 3 different styles for all of the major skins. So we have brand new styles for Mizuki, Highwire, Thunder, Renzo, and Amani as well. Now at this stage, it doesn't seem like we have any styles for Mystica or Eren Yeager, but that could change in the future. These styles do look really sick, and I think I'm going to be grinding out to unlock these styles. But there you guys go. That is my list of 20 updates coming to the game during Chapter 4 Season 2. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below which update is your favorite, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.